Hi everyone, this is Cyber here. I'm here today to bring you a new video. This video is to talk about Summercamp. It's a new asymmetrical horror game that's coming out that's kind of gonna be like Friday the 13th. It's like a successor to the Friday the 13th game. It's made by some people in the UK, called Mer Interactive, which comes off a little weird because Gun Media was originally called Gun Interactive. So yeah, they're nodding their head there, and also a lot of stuff in the game kind of looks like Friday the 13th. I have looked into it. We're going to do a deep dive and looking at what this game's going to be like. So let's just start out on their Kickstarter page, which is right up on the screen. So this game's called Summer Camp. If you done your history or you know the history of Friday the 13th game, the game was originally called Summer Camp, so they're doing a nod to that. The other thing is Summer Camp right here. Their logo looks a lot like their logo. It has like trees and stuff. That's the only difference between them. This is really basic text. You can find this anywhere. The other thing that I'm looking here is if you look right here, it looks like a Jason mask, but a little deformed, but strictly it is. Now, down here, they do have a deformed mask. That's the mask. But lyrically, it looks like Jason's mask, except the only thing they don't have is that there. I guess they changed it. They used to have a hockey mask just like Jason, but he looked a little different. The other thing is, if you look at the background right here, it looks a lot like the bathrooms in some of the maps. There's the door, and then you have the shower here, and then you go in here, and there's the like where the sink where you brush your teeth and stuff, and there was hooks and that kind of stuff. The other thing here is you see this thing here. It has a sack head, blood, kind of looks like sack head from part 2 a little bit. Um, Now we're gonna look at this screenshot right here. I don't know. I think this is the killer. I can't really tell, but he does have the axe, and it has chairs that almost look like it. The lights almost look like it. A lot of things look like it from Friday the 13th. Let's go look at their page. They have some pictures here. That's the one we already saw. Um, so right here we got a boat, literally these light posts. This looks a lot like Friday the 13th light posts. Now you can definitely tell their models are different for characters. The boat looks almost the same. The only thing that looks a little bit different is like these hooks, which I'll bring up the image here. In the video, you can see what boats look like because I played it. So you can have some reference to what it is. It does look a little bit different, so they might have done their own models or they might have downloaded models. I don't know. But yeah, it looks very similar to it. There's probably things they have changed. They did show that. Let's see if I can find it here. That's not it. Right here, they show that they bought the rights to Summer Camp as a trademark. Hasn't been fully approved yet, but they're waiting for examination to get the license. All right, so let's look at some of their modeling. So this showing off some stuff here. There's a hand, I believe. You got the knife, you got a hammer, you got the machete, you got the pitchfork, you got the axe, you got the frying pan. All stuff that's been in Friday the 13th. I don't know if these are exactly the same model. They look almost the same, but they could just pull them down from anything or create them themselves. Here's some model work. This is a guy with no clothes or skin or face or anything. Then you got a body, and then you have another person's hair, face. Same with his another body, face. And then here's the killer look. So he has a fried face, just like Jason, and he has a hockey mask looking melted on his face. It looks like it was melted on his face. You kind of get the Jason vibe, but he's a lot smaller, and the mask, everything just looks melted in it. They're tiptoeing on Jason really closely. Then here's a shot of one, I guess, the lake, and you got a cabin here in the back. You got a duck. I assume that's a duck. And you got some other stuff. So it looks a little bit different. It might be on an island here. It looks. And then they did talk about they have DLC. If you do sign up for the Kickstarter, it comes with the base game for free on Kickstarter. So pool party DLC. So you're gonna get bikinis and that kind of stuff. So based on everything I've seen, they are doing access to play the game. You don't have to Kickstarter or anything to test the game for them. They're probably pretty early on. So I did sign up for it, but they already hit their first limit. They will open up probably in the next test. If I get in, I will probably do more videos about it, like, my thoughts. I will say they're very tiptoeing on Friday the 13th. I don't know if they can get copyrighted for something that looks like it, as long as they're not using the name Jason or using the same music or pulling stuff from the game. There's no mod. This is supposedly not a mod. They're doing everything themselves. Everything's not used from that game at all. So I guess they're really trying to cover their bases. Yeah, and they're paying homage to Friday the 13th. And there's also been rumors of Friday the 13th getting remastered or even making a part 2. We'll have to see. We'll keep it up to date. I hope you guys... Oh, whoa. That's not end the video yet. All right. So as I was wrapping up the video, they actually just dropped news. They said, hello, campers. As you may know, the 13th falls on a Friday in next month. Special day for the Friday the 13th series, which has been quite active recently in terms of news and updates. With so much hype surrounding Summercamp, we don't want our announcement trailer to get overshadowed or worse, lost under a major Friday the 13th reveal. Look at the current situation. They released a new Jason design and logo in the recent weeks. The strong suggestion is they're saving something special for the 13th. If they were just a regular merch drop, they likely would have given the new Jason design more attention and released it on the 13th itself. We alone with the Friday 13th fans believe in the speculations, but it's a risk we're rather not take. Because of this, we decided to postpone our announcement trailer. We still be here every day with fresh updates, exciting news, and cool stuff to slash through together. Thank you for continuing to support the Summercamp devs team. Yes, I was going to react to the announcement trailer when it dropped, but it's postponed, so that'll be in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Thank you for checking out this video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe.